Okay, can you hear me now? Just had static for a second. Okay, what about now? Can you hear me now? That's so weird. Do you guys have your volume up? I have my volume all the way up. Now you can hear me? All right, so basically this wireless mic that they just fixed supposedly. Oh my gosh, you know what? I've already invested so much time that I'm just gonna post this information because the topic today, the focus is on eating healthier fats and cutting out a lot of the unhealthy fats. So I'll post this so we can get started. And I'll just have to contact them and say, hey, what the heck? I just sent it in and now, it's not working. I don't know what's going on. Okay, well, let's just get started. This class is half on the board, half off the board. I'm going to do that full body workout. I have my short bands attached to the front. I have my longer bands nearby, and of course my chair. So we're just going to get started. Sorry about that. It looked like all systems were go, but I guess not. All right, so I'm going to put on some music. How are y'all doing this morning? We're in for a giant snowstorm this weekend. It looks like we're really going to get hit, so everybody's scurrying to the grocery store. I'm glad that I went a couple days ago. All right, so what we're going to do first is we're going to do that tightrope walk, okay? So this is really good because you can check how your balance is doing off the board. So you're just going to bring that right foot in front and then the left foot in front. You want to look straight ahead. I'm going to come out of frame probably, and then you turn around. And I just want you to take your time, pick that focal point, and then turn it around. How are you doing with this? And if you're feeling really confident, then on this next one, we're going to look to the right and we're going to look to the left. So we're going to do the tightrope, right? We're going to look to the right. Do the tightrope walk. Look to the left. Do the tightrope walk. And turn it around. That's a little trickier, right? Walk, walk, turn to the right, your head. Walk, walk, turn your head to the left. Oops, I lost my balance there. You're just taking your time, going at your own pace here. Oops, I would have fell off the tightrope there. Hit the ground. Look to the side. Look to the side. Oops. And then turn it around. Okay, now we're going to lift the knee and walk. So we're going to start warming up those hip flexors and turn it around. And now we're going to add that opposite arm up. So lengthen your side body. And just lift the knee as high as you can. So step, oops, other opposite arm. If you have more room to play around with, that's great. Of course, I'm limited here. But if you have more room, just keep it going. And we're going to do one more each way. Are you with me on this? come center here, we're going to do a little bit wider of a step, and we're going to do that braiding walk. So we're going to step, step behind, step together. Step side, step in front, step side, step together. Step, step behind, step out, step together. Step, cross in front, step, bring it together. Step, here we go, behind, step, together. How are you doing? Oops, I was supposed to go in front. I'm discombobulated again now from the volume situation. Oh boy. Bring it in front. Keep those knees soft. Step, bring it behind. Step, bring it together. Step, step in front. Step, bring it together. One more each way. Step in front. Good. Now we're just going to do a double side step here. Just further warming up our abductors. And then we're going to do one more each side. And then we're going to bring it back to the center and warm up our hamstrings. Heel to butt cheek. Keep the board center. Use your breath. For 4, 3, and 2, and 1, side step. A little faster now if you like. And then we're going to bring it center, step. Now you can march in place or just push the heel down. Whatever you prefer. And if you want to take your hands off the poles, that's great. You don't have to. Come down soft into the floor if you're doing this march. Just warming up your body. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Now grab your chair. Bring it near the back of the board. And you're going to have a seat. So make sure your feet are right up against the back of the board. Make sure you're fully secured on that chair. Okay, and we're just going to stand up. You can grab the poles if you like, or you can just use your hands on your thighs to stand up. Whichever you prefer, we're all at different levels here. Okay, so first stand up. I'm going to show you. You can keep your hands on those poles. And if you need to scoot the chair in a little bit, just make sure those knees stay over your ankles. Chest is lifted. Use your breath to stand up. This is such a great warm-up exercise for your entire lower body, right? So again, with the focus being on healthy fats, I'm just wondering if for just maybe the next week, you can read your labels and you can record how many healthy fats you're getting in on a daily basis, and then check in at the end of the week to make sure that you're getting the sufficient amount. And are you cutting back on those unhealthy fats that don't really serve your optimum health and well-being, right? for 4. Exhale up. 3 and 2. Last one. Let's stay up here. Now we're going to go into our calf raises. Lift. So usually I get my fat in the morning from my almond butter, which I love. And then for lunch, I get my fat from my avocado in my salad. And I also use a flaxseed oil, so that's more fat, but healthy fat. And then for dinner, if I have like salmon, let's say, that's got healthy fat, right? And then what else do I have? Just some plant foods, like, you know, I like to just steam asparagus. I'm pretty clean and kind of boring most of the time with the way that I eat, right? So I feel like I can even up my, my fat intake. What I realized when we did the protein, when I started really checking how much protein I ate on a daily basis, by the guide I provided you guys, I wasn't getting enough protein in. So I have upped my protein. So I'm learning right along with you because I'm not a licensed nutritionist. I have a lot of knowledge and experience in this field from 30 plus years in this industry, and of course getting certified every 2 years and having to kind of keep up to speed on nutrition. So this has been great. I hope it's been, great for you too, and that you're starting to read your labels. Okay, we're just gonna do one more, and we're gonna hold it at the top. We're gonna hold this. Is that board center? Are you gonna try to take your hands off? Pick that focal point, engage your core. I see a lot of people here, but I can't see what you're saying. Use your breath. How are you doing? Are you with me? I'm kind of wobbly. Then drop the heels. Bring your feet a little wider apart and turn the toes out, and we're just gonna press side to side. Press, press. Just warming up those inner thighs a bit. Listening to your knees always. For 4, and press. 3, and press. 2, and 1, and then bring it center, and turn your toes all the way out again. Keep that board center. Keep your back nice and straight, chest up. We're gonna press into a plie and up. Press, push up, squeeze your tush at the top. So again, we're checking to make sure we're in proper alignment here. So that means those toes are tracking, those knees are tracking over your toe line. If this is too difficult for you, then just do the partial, or just go back into that side lunge push. Just listening to your body. I don't want you to feel pain in your knees. Really working those inner thighs. For 4, squeeze up. 3, squeeze your tush. And last one. And then we're going to hold it at the bottom. And then we're going to press it up. Bring the toes forward. And we're just going to step side to side and release. I'm going to move my chair out of the way. You can come down a little lower if you like. 4, 3, and 2, and 1. Let's step it out. You can get a quick drink of water. That's our warm-up. Okay, now what we're going to do is a superset. So what we're going to do is an exercise for the lower body, and then we're going to do an exercise for the upper body, and then we'll have a little break. Okay, so first, we're going to stabilize. So the first lower body exercise is going to be our squat, right? So first you're going to step behind that 2 and the 2. Rock side to side, gently, just getting comfy here. Pressing into the outside of that foot. And when you're ready, let's find that center. Tuck that pelvis under first. Drop those shoulders. Engage your core. Don't hold your breath. And then if you're feeling confident and stable, push your hips back. We're going to go into that squat, okay? So here we go. Press and up. Sit back and up. Think about those pressure points in your feet. Really promoting that ankle stability as well. Working your quadriceps, your glutes, your hamstrings. Make sure those knees don't bow out or bow inward. Keep your straight spine here. Press, grip the glutes, squeeze at the top. Sit back. Now, if you want to walk your hands down when you come into the squat and then walk them back up again, if that helps you, then go for that. How are you doing? Strength exercise here, strength and balance. Let's give 4 more. 1, and up. 2, and up. 3, and up. And 4, and up. Now rock side to side. Release, tap it out. Just release those muscles. 4, 3, and 2, and 1. Then drop the board to the side. Step down and down. Now look, I'm grabbing my longer band because this superset we focused on your lower body, quads mostly, and now we're going to focus on our backs, our 1-arm row. So you are going to step, I'm going to come in front so you can see. You're going to step fairly close to the handle, right? And then step back. Square those shoulders. Use this pole. Look at how straight my spine is. My shoulder's not coming up like this. Keep it square to the floor. Both toes are pointing straight ahead. Here we go. Exhale up. So remember, if you need more resistance, then step closer to the handle. Or you can choke up on it, or you can grab your more advanced bands. It's up to you. This is sufficient for me. But exhale at the top. Really get deep into your upper back here. Keep a nice long neck. Slow and controlled fluid movement here. How are you doing? Ready for the weekend? I mean, thank goodness for Netflix. I'm totally into Outlander right now. Second season, most of the way through. And one more time, let's hold it at the top. Release. Okay, and we are going to switch. So step fairly close to that handle. Step back. Oh, what am I doing? I'm totally discombobulated. Okay. Got it? Make sure that band is stable. I'm stepping back with the opposite foot. Sorry about that. I could feel that because my standing leg was working too hard. I forgot to switch. It's always the opposite leg in front. But keep those shoulders square to the floor. Use your breath. Really get deep into that contraction, almost pausing for a split second at the top. You are pausing for a split second at the top. 2 more times, and then hold it at the top. And release. And then release the band. And we're just gonna do some hamstring curls before we go into our next superset. Get a drink of water if you need one. And remember that chair is always there if you need to take a break. Now, if you want to take your hands off the poles, pull. Give yourself a little bit of a low impact cardio break here before our next superset. Exhale back. You don't have to engage the arms if you don't want to. You can keep your hands on those poles. It's up to you. I just really love this full body, low impact move here. Really gets the blood pumping, right? Blood circulating into those muscles and joints. For 4 and pull. 3 and pull. 2 and 1. Side step. And then step in place. Push that heel down. Okay, ready for the next strength move. We're going to do that reverse lunge. Now this is challenging for many, including myself. So there's always a modifier, okay? So otherwise what we're going to do, we're going to plant those feet, right? We're going to step up onto that middle line. Try to get that board center. We're going to lift the knee, step back, sink down, and leg up, okay? Then we're going to switch. Step back, sink down, bring it up. Get that board center. We're going to keep this going at your own pace. Keep the knees soft, slow and controlled, trying to maintain that center balance when both legs are up on the board. Relax those shoulders. Try not to grip too tightly on those poles. Okay, so the modifier would simply be just stepping back, push the heel into the floor, and step back up. step back, push the heel into the floor, and step back up. And just focus more on finding the center when you come up. So it's up to you. Again, you're listening to your knees, right? I don't want you to feel any pain at all. And also, you don't have to come down as far as I'm coming. You can step back and do a partial lunge here. Lunges are so challenging, but such a great overall lower body strengthening exercise. Really targeting those major muscle groups. And you can slow it down as much as you need to. How are you doing? Are you with me on this? It's challenging. Okay, we're going to just do one more on each side. And then we are going to hold it up there. And rock side to side. It's like a little ski motion here. Just work it out a little bit. And then find that center. Tuck that pelvis under. And then drop the board, step it down, step it down. Okay, now we're gonna go into our one arm biceps. So you are gonna step up behind the 3 and the 3. And then you're gonna unhook, stabilize. So you're tucking that pelvis under, locking that elbow in. Here we go. Exhale up. Control it. Put your mind in your biceps. Are you getting stronger? I hope so. I love to hear all your great success stories, Craig. I really appreciated you sharing these wins. You know, you might say it's a little win, but really it's a big win. When you don't lose your balance at something that you used to lose your balance all the time with, that's a big win. For 4, 3, exhale up, 2, last one, let's hold it. Then release it. We're gonna step it down and down. We're gonna switch right away. Drop the board, step up behind the 3, bring those feet together, unhook, anchor that elbow, tuck that pelvis under. Are you ready? Here we go. Exhale out. Don't let that elbow leave your body. Control it, and don't let your wrist come into action. So keep the wrist fixed. Just the bicep is working, lifting that band. You can slow it way down if you need to, but get a full range of motion here. Lay it out, exhale up. Lay it out. Do you feel it? 4, 3, 2, last one. Let's hold it up. Release it and anchor it. Step down and down. Now feet wide apart. Let's sweep it across the body with a toe tap. So you're coming up on the ball of that back foot and just releasing your upper body. Big sweeping circle here. Feels good, right? Just working on that range of motion and opening our upper backs, our chests, releasing our shoulders. For 4, sweep it. 3, sweep. 2, and 1, and side step here. Okay, you ready for the next superset? First, get a drink of water. Are you getting enough water in on a daily basis? That's a whole nother day of, a whole nother daily topic, right? Okay, push both heels down. Get some water. And we are going to go into our plie on the board. So this is our next strength move, lower body move. So first drop the board, step behind the 3 and the 3. We're really angling those toes out. We're pushing our knees back, press side to side. Now you can simply do this. Really, this is sufficient by finding that center. And think about pushing all your weight into your feet to stabilize. Relax their shoulders. So you think about if there's a thread going down from the top of your head all the way down your tailbone. So you're keeping that chest lifted. Now, again, this is sufficient, but if you want to challenge yourself and you're feeling good, then come down a little deeper into that plie and then squeeze up into the glutes. Press. Push those heels into the board, then squeeze up into your glutes at the top. Keeping that board center the whole time, but relaxing that grip, okay? Hey, so I'm happy to report I finally went to the dentist and got my retainers because I'm afraid I'm gonna lose these veneers because they're starting to shift and chip a little bit. So, 3rd night in a row, I managed to keep those retainers in and not rip them out and throw them across the room in the middle of the night. You know that I've done with practically every mouth guard I've ever had from my TMJ and my grinding. So, feeling optimistic that I'm going to protect these teeth. Press, push. See, I like to talk because it distracts me from the pain that I'm feeling. Oh, the muscles are working. I'm trying to find that balance. Whew, I'm feeling this. Okay, let's do 2 more. And now we are going to hold it down. We're going to hold it. Can you try to take one hand off? Oof, my legs they're burning. I'm going to try. Woo, I'm not going to hold this for very long. Squeeze up, ow. Toes forward, rock, and tap it out. How did you do with that? Our next exercise is going to be the front raise. With this superset, we are going to grab our longer band. So drop the board, step it down, step it down. Always stabilize first. I'm grabbing my band, and what I'm going to do is step on with both feet. I'm going to anchor it. And then, look, tuck the pelvis under. I'm never in an arched back position, never hyperextending the back. See the difference? Okay, so we are going to just lift to shoulder height, control it, exhale up if that's too difficult. You can take one leg off, and that really reduces the resistance quite a bit. Keep your chin retracted inward, tighten your glutes, exhale up. Really working the anterior deltoid here. So if you have shoulder limitations, please don't force anything, okay? Because you can Just go through the motion and think about creating your own resistance as if you were lifting your arm through thick mud and then resisting it down through thick mud. Isometrics. Pretty powerful stuff. I'm really feeling it. Okay, one more time. And we are going to switch right away. Anchor it. Tuck that pelvis under. Here we go. Exhale up. See, I have a slight bend in my elbow, and I'm not lifting it above my shoulder. That can cause impingement, so pay attention to that form. Abs engaged, tighten your glutes. If you need to step off with one foot, just make sure you have a strong foundation. Make sure that chin isn't jutting out. Use your breath. One more time. And release. Whew. Okay. Let's do a side step. Then bring your arms here. Then go into a chest press. Just give your muscles a little bit of a break. Use your breath. Four, 3, and 2, and 1, and let's march it out. Bring it center. Okay, we're going to do another superset. So the first is the lower body. We're going to do that side step up with that side leg lift. Okay, so first we are going to stabilize. Grab the front pole, and when you're ready, step up, lift, step down, and down. Step up, side leg lift, down, and down. Again, remember, you're leading with the heel of that foot, keeping the foot parallel to the floor. Look straight ahead. Keep your abdominals engaged. Exhale up. 2 more, and then we're going to hold it up, and we're going to go into repeaters. So here we go. Repeat, repeat. You can put both hands on the pole, but you're focusing on that outer thigh. Look, my standing leg is very bent. Use your breath. For 8, 7, 6, 5, and 4, 3, 2, last one. Let's hold it at the top. Step down, step down. Okay, we're going to switch right away. Drop that board, and we are going to go into those repeaters. Are you ready? Let's do it. Are you with me? Feeling it. 4, 3, 2, last one, hold up. Release and release. Woo! Step, touch. Okay, for the second part of that superset, I'm grabbing my longer band again, and we're gonna go into our triceps. Are you ready? Do you need to get a quick drink of water? You can go for it if you need to. Otherwise, I'm going to grab my band. Again, stepping on, anchoring it. Put your hand on the pole. Look, I'm pushing my hips back. Elbow comes up, shoulder height. Here we go. Kick it up. Get a full extension on that arm. Play around with the resistance. And don't worry if you don't get it right away. It's all good. You know, all these workouts go on YouTube, so you can always revisit it later. Right? Work that triceps. My abs are in tight to protect my low back. Squeezing at the top, get a full extension on that arm. 4, 3, 2, last one. Let's hold it at the top. Out, release. We're gonna switch right away. Step on, anchor it. Elbow up, shoulder height. Lengthen your neck. Keep that elbow close to your body. Here we go. Exhale up. Remember, the closer you walk to the loop, you're going to decrease the resistance. For 4, 3, 2, last one, let's hold it at the top. And release. Okay, good job. Okay, let's do those sweeps again. Release your upper body. This always feels so good. For 4, 3, and 2, and 1. Good. Just come up on the ball of that foot. Tap the toe. Relax your arms. Side step it. Now we are going to go into a couple of balance moves, just using the chair on the floor. Okay, so I'm going to bring it in front. And the first one we're going to do is the knee cross. So again, this is just a nice way to, hi everybody, check where you're at. Okay. Now if you want to take your shoes off for this, completely okay. I'm going to keep mine on. So that standing leg is bent. You're going to bring that foot up into the inside of that thigh. Now use the chair here if you need to. Actually, I'm going to bring my foot a little lower. And first you're just going to cross it in front. And if you feel good, you want to take that hand off, put your hands in prayer. Now you can stay here, or you can add those arms in the opposite direction. So this is just a nice way to check your progress. You can see I'm a little wobbly, but I'm really thinking about those pressure points in my feet to anchor and then engaging my core and picking that focal point, which is you right now. Don't hold your breath. This is challenging, as you can see. But, you know, I hung in there for a lot of reps. How did you do? That's something you can test yourself on a regular basis, right? to kind of just see where you're at or add a few repetitions. Okay, so we are switching. Bring that foot up. Keep that standing leg soft. And then just cross the knee in front. If you feel solid and stable, you can take your hands off. Okay, this is going to be more difficult for me, I can already tell. So, but I'm going to try to add the arms. Can you just imagine how stable we are getting? Our core, our joint stability, our balance and our agility improving. Ah! Okay, I'm going to try a couple more. I just got to focus, focus. Okay, kick it out a little bit. How did you do with that? I mean, that's challenging, right? Just kick it out, release those legs. And I'm going to do another exercise on the board. So first we're going to step up behind the 1 and the 1. And just go side to side. Shift, shift. And then find that center. Tuck that pelvis under, engage your core. And you can walk the feet in closer to that red line. And then if you feel really good, you want to lift your left leg and stabilize on that one leg balance. Again, let's see where you're at. If this is all you can do, this is fantastic. Keeping that center. I am going to try. I'm thinking about my pressure points in my feet. I'm pulling my abdominals in, and I'm going to try. Okay, I'm going to try. That's it. Step back, step back. We're going to switch. Push forward, bring that other leg up, find that center. If you have to make adjustments, that's good, right? Because you're really paying attention to that brain-body connection. Okay, this side is not quite sure, but I'm going to try it anyway. I'm not really keeping the board center, am I? But look, I'm still working on my balance, even if the board dropped. I mean, it's easier to navigate like this. Then step back, feet a little wider apart, hamstring curls. Now you can keep your hands here or pull. For 4, 3, and 2, and 1. Now punch it across the body, tap the toe. Just drive this punch from your waist. For 8, hit it. 7, hit it. 6, 5, and 4, and 3, 2, and 1. Sidestep it here. And then let's just step in place, bring it center, push that heel down. How did you do today? Once we got the volume sorted out. Oh my goodness. for 4, and press, 3, and 2, and 1. Now plant those heels. Now look, bring your toe up onto the board with the heel down. And then just press forward slightly until you feel a good stretch. Hold this. And think about that 7 count breath in, holding the breath for a few beats, like 4 beats, then exhaling slowly through the mouth for 8 counts, really relaxing and sinking deeper into that stretch. One more slow healing breath. And then release and work it out a little bit and switch. Okay, here we go. I mean, I'm noticing the more that I press forward, the deeper that stretch. And then release that and just kick it out. And let's do our low back stretch. I'm feeling a lot of tightness in my low back this morning. How about you? You know, it seems like whenever the temperatures drop, I have to pay extra care, you know? So hinge from the waist and breathe. One more breath. And then very slowly bringing it back up. And we're going to go into our hamstring stretch. So bring that heel down, toe up, hinge, push your hips back, and just hold and breathe. Slowly coming out of that, and then bring that foot down, bring your feet together, bring the knee up, grab your ankle, glue those knees together, press the hips forward, and breathe into your quadriceps. Really visualize that breath coming into your thighs on that breath in. And as you exhale, just try to relax those muscles, let go of tension and tightness. And then release that leg slowly and kick it out. Just release it. And we are going to switch. So bring the heel down, toe up. Make sure the toes are both pointing straight ahead, focusing on that proper body alignment. Push those hips back And just go to the point where you feel a nice stretch and then hold and breathe. Inhale, fill those lungs completely with that breath. Exhale, sink deeper into the stretch. And then slowly bringing it back up. Step down. Bring that knee up. Grab your ankle. Press the knees together and press those hips forward. And then release and kick it out. Okay, let's do a chest stretch. Okay, interlock your fingers behind your back, roll the shoulders back, press the shoulders down, then lift and breathe. And then release and roll those shoulders up and back. Just work it out. And then clasp your hands behind your head. Press your head into your hands. Press those elbows back. Hold and breathe. And then slowly releasing and roll the shoulders up and forward. Two more times. And shake it out. Good job. I'm coming on over. Just checking to see how you did today. And again, I'm gonna post this information about the healthy fats. I really want you to try to record daily, just for a week or two, just to check in to see how many fat grams you're getting and how many of those fat grams are healthy fats. You know, listen, knowledge is power, right? Read those labels. So, Daresha, I'm so glad you're going to finish it later. Okay. Hi, Barbara. Hi, Linda. Yeah, that's too bad about the volume. So hopefully we'll get that sorted out for Monday. All right. For all those that are living here in Denver, that I hope you stocked up your fridge with healthy fats and that you're ready for a weekend of snow and cold. Barney is not ready at all. So listen, I hope you have a beautiful day. Please let me know if you have any questions and concerns, as always. Just so happy to see you here. And I'll see you on Monday. Have a great day. Stay healthy. Stay strong. Stay safe. Bye, everybody.